Today I'll be talking about the importance of having a designated driver. All over America, people go out with their friends and have a few drinks, thinking that in the long run, they're going to be okay to drive. But that isn't always the case. In total, 43,787 Florida drivers were caught with a blood alcohol concentration above the legal limit of 0.08% in 2019. Mind you, that is only in Florida. Drunk drivers account for 28% of American traffic fatalities, equaling more than 10,000 deaths each year. 10% of all crime arrests across the country are for driving under the influence. That's more than all violent crimes put together. Nationwide, legally intoxicated drivers caused more than 10,142 fatalities in 2019, accounting for more than a quarter of roadway deaths. Connecting 28% of fatalities to legally intoxicated drivers represent an appreciable drop from 2010, when drunk driving was responsible for 31% of auto fatalities, and a sizable decrease from 1990, when impairment caused 40% of roadway deaths. Looking at these numbers, it isn't hard to tell that this is a serious problem with drunk driving all over the world, which is why people need to start having a designated driver with them each time they plan on drinking outside the comfort of their own home. In his article, The Importance of Having a Designated Driver This Holiday Season, Friedel Richardson mentions that designated drivers are an integral part of keeping roads safe, and by educating friends and family, we can work together to lower the number of accidents and even deaths. Whether they're volunteers or paid, the designated drivers of any given group has a great responsibility. This is very true, and unfortunately, designated drivers are becoming scarcer when it comes to the younger generation. Friedel also says that an alarming trend among many young people is choosing the least drunk of the group to get behind the wheel after a night of drinking, instead of choosing a completely sober driver. But why do these things think that is okay? On March 25th, 2022, an accredited author by the name of Ade Kasu wrote a passage titled, "Why is Drinking Considered Cool?" In this passage, he explains the different alcohol effects on teenagers' brains and young adults, and why they believe drinking is so cool. In paragraph 12 of his passage, he explains that just like in adults, alcohol increases the level of dopamine in the teenage brain. Once the teenager has experienced this, they may want to repeat that positive feeling, even if it makes them feel bad afterwards. They may think something that makes them feel that good in the moment is automatically cool. Drunk driving is the complete opposite of cool. It is dangerous and an extreme act of stupidity. Referring to the numbers I mentioned previously, driving while intoxicated is one of the biggest problems on the road, and an awfully expensive one too. And according to Intoxalot, though the exact dollar amount varies on a case-to-case basis, the average cost of a DUI is around $10,000. The main reason for this substantial price tag is to detour people from drinking while under the influence, which puts your life and others at risk. Personally, I believe this is a creative tactic to make people think twice before making the decision due to the significant price tag. The cost includes financial penalties, as well as things like increased insurance costs, mandatory interlocks, and more. DUI convictions have major ramifications, and some can linger for years. Most of us are aware of the short-term consequences, including temporary driver's license suspension, fees and fines, high insurance premiums, court-mandated community service, participation in drunk driving education programs, and even jail time. How long can a DUI stay on your record though? In some states, you can have a DUI conviction removed from your record. In Florida, however, you can never expunge a DUI conviction. Once you are found guilty and convicted, it is a permanent part of your record. There are only two ways that you can prevent having a DUI on your record. One, the charges are dropped before you are convicted. DUI charges may be dropped for a variety of reasons, like a lack of evidence, or even factors that cause the prosecution to stop pursuing the case. The second way you can prevent a DUI conviction from appearing on your record is if the court finds you not guilty after trying your case. This means that you took your DUI case to trial and you were found not guilty by a judge or jury. In conclusion, drunk driving is a problem which must be taken care of. So before you go out for a few drinks next, make sure you bring a friend to ensure that you get home safely. Thank you.